It's the robotic takeover. Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
Moon. Let's hear what you're thinking. AI takeover. Is that where we're at?
You stole my heart of gold after my silver soul. Can you dig any deeper now?
Listen up, episode 6, Real Rocket Crypto. What you got going on, Big Boss?
Man, hey man, it's another day, man.
Hey man, at least you're chilling. Something good is coming of these brutal markets. You know, how about you, Moon? Moonball Crypto in the building.
Yeah, man, feeling okay. Could feel better if the market recovers. Hopefully.
All right. Well, listen, man, look, I hope everybody is playing with the money that they can afford to lose, because here we are in the markets. We are struggling to just pretty much meet status quo, man. It's looking rough out here. I mean, bloody. Streets are bloody. And this may just be the beginning, man. Recession's on the horizon. I mean, does this not shake y'all up a little bit? I mean,
I already it doesn't hit me like that because I already felt like this months ago when y'all called me a bear.
Nostradamus over here.
So I was already prepared for the ride. So I was just, man, I've just been like, yeah.
Yeah, you know, Moon's got the whole 50-gallon bucket of macaroni that lasts 60 years or something, man.
He's texting us about food that won't go spoiled ever. Okay,
I don't know, man. Like, man, I don't know. I guess the last time, bro, we had a recession, it didn't really feel it, man. Because like, we were coming out of college, man. Like, we were already broke, so it didn't. I don't think it really hit us, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Exactly.
Man.
But see, the difference is now we got net worth and we actually accumulated stuff. So now it's gonna feel different.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, here's the deal, man. If you haven't been through one, just like us, is our first time in our real adult life going through one, and where we've got assets and stuff like that. It is. We've known it was going to come. You know, we've been saying, hey man, this is kind of going to happen. This looks like it could be. And then of course, the news never gets bullish. It just becomes, you know, more bearish.
The great thing about it though, last time we were able to accumulate properties, you know what I mean? So maybe once again, it's always opportunity, always buying opportunity.
Speaking of opportunity, man. So check this out. We were reading on the web a little while ago. We've got, you know, is the fact that we're not bullish because adoption hasn't taken over, and has adoption not taken over because the financial system's just not ready yet? You know, right now we've got all of our legs banking on the dollar and the U.S. financial system, which includes centralized banking. You know, for those of you that don't know, just the difference between centralized is a bunch of buildings, cost, and people in between. There's a bunch of intermediaries versus not having any intermediaries, just like in crypto. So the question is, what's going to happen soon? Is banking going to be dethroned? And if so, when? And what are your thoughts on that, man?
It's the robotic takeover. Well, go ahead.
Moon. Let's hear what you're thinking. AI takeover. Is that where we're at?
We seen it. Hey, look. Remember back in the day when we was in high school, and you used to be like, "Hey, let me get some. Take me over here." You'd be like, $5. Everything was $5. Gas, give me just $5. You're good. You go anywhere, right? And remember when we used to pull up the McDonald's, and the first time we saw that they had a little machine that we had to go get it ourselves, they started cutting workers. This has been going on for a long time. The first time we walked in Kroger, Publix, or any grocery store, you're like, self-checkout. You want me to bag my own stuff? It's been going on for a long time.
That's true, but technology
now we saw
has
Tesla.
advanced.
We've seen Tesla working on a truck that's driving itself. It's going to be delivering. All the truck drivers are about to lose jobs in the next 5 to 10 years. It's been going on for a long time. And now here we are in finance. All the bankers, the tellers, the accountants, your financiers, your loan sharks, all of them felt so good. And all of a sudden, you're about to get replaced by a couple hash rates, a couple numbers. It's coming. We can't. It's inevitable. And I know people don't like to hear that the future is changing, but they always say you got to learn how to code, or you got to learn how to fix the machines that are going to be doing the jobs, or you need to get a job that's on more of a creative spectrum. Because if you have a repetitive job, any type of repetition is going to get replaced. And that might be why they're talking about UBI, a universal basic income for all the citizens. Who knows how that's going to play out?
That's going to bring up a whole nother topic, like UBI. When you talk about a universal, what is it again?
Basic
Universal income.
Well, because all the machines are going to be working, and people need, like, if you have a company, you still need people to buy your stuff.
Yeah,
it doesn't sound like capitalism, man. I don't know.
It sounds very similar to what's. Isn't this what they got going on in China, man, or in Asia? I mean, isn't this something?
Well, not yet. They're not. They don't have the machines work. See, basically, if the machines take over, because, like, let's face it, you got a company and you can get a machine to do the work, and you don't got to pay health insurance and dental insurance, and you don't got to worry about them calling in sick. You're gonna take that option, and it costs less.
No doubt.
Yeah, we're doing it right now at work, man. They've got these things called cobots, short for collaborative robots, man. And they're being built to they're designed to work alongside human beings. They're safe, and you can kind of bump into them and they don't hurt you. But man,
I went to, sorry to interrupt, bro, but I went to a restaurant, man. They went in there and they had the food delivered by a cobot one time. And you're like, what? It's so unnecessary, but it's
they're practicing. Go ahead, move. They're practicing. They're practicing.
That's it, Moon and Cap. They're practicing. This is definitely a long time coming, man. But like, yeah, man, I think there'll be job losses, but with job losses, there's always opportunity, man. The guys who learn how to build these unique AI type features and robots, they'll be the ones that get the new jobs, man. New education, new training takes place, man. As long as nothing like Terminator happens, we're good, man.
I think it's closer than we think. I think it's in the next 3 to 4 years, man.
Yeah, I would agree, man. I think 3 to 4 years, you could say, listen, this is all sounding like the Industrial Revolution, when machines started taking over, making and doing for the people that were once doing. I mean, remember, man, we're coming from an age where there was somebody made an income off of plugging up a phone to connect one person to another party, right? Like that was an income.
Phone operator.
A phone operator. That was a career, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like now, all of a sudden, that is so. If you, the thought of that is
delivering
crazy.
Telegrams, right? Emails knock that out. Like, somebody delivered the telegrams for people, right? So
But right now, we're talking about a big chunk of our financial structure that's going to change the banking system. With
that's
crypto,
what they call the Great Reset.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to. You're going to have to. I guess it's inevitable for it to happen. I suggest it's inevitable, and I think it's within 3 to 4 years before all of this stuff is automated. People are. I was just telling my wife, man, you might have to really consider, what does it look like if the government just gives you a check to, hey, here's enough just to get by, right? So go ahead and make it happen. Here they're going to ration you out with money because there is really not much to do,
That sounds like a scary future, man. Like, I will give you just enough to survive. Ooh. Who regulates how much is enough?
I think you'd see war at that point, though, man. That's just my opinion.
Who's going to go to war? The people versus the government?
America's the most armed individual country in the entire world, man. Our country particularly there would be a civil war before it reached that point. And I'm not saying it can't happen, but my personal belief is if it reaches that level, you see a civil war. Hopefully, we're not alive.
Who do you think is going to be fighting? The employers versus the employees?
It's going to be our robot.
We ain't fighting no robot.
Listen, it's going to be by the time that happens, bro. It's going to be our robot.
We're talking about 3 to 4 years.
Listen, man. I've got a perspective, man. I'm going to tell you, here in Alabama, man, it is. And if you get outside of Metro Atlanta and like into some of these very how do I want to use the word, rural areas, so to speak, these people that live in these areas are so against any type of movement, technology, robots, and I'm telling you, they will go to their barnstead and pull out Huck's shotgun and go to war before they
right,
comply, man.
But that's
telling
more
out.
in line with the point that we're talking about right now. It's because
check this out though. We have the truck drivers, right? They're boycotting like crazy now.
Yeah.
And they have been working like hell to replace these truck drivers. And I think that might be one of the first industries we see in the next 3 to 4 years, especially with all these boycotts and these shortages, because truck drivers are wielding their power. I think they're going to make a concerted effort to make sure that they roll out these self-driving trucks. And then they're just going to have sprinter vans because they can't get on the roads yet, but they can get on highways. They master the highway. So they're going to have them. They're going to have them meeting at depots on these highways. And I'm telling you, they're going to have sprinter vans that are going to take it to the prospective stores. But the long distance traveling truck drivers are going to be the first to go.
This is just one of many things. Like I've already predicted that you're going to soon be able to take a personless Uber driver to your location. You're going to be able to just get in the car and then they drop. Remember, I think they would just.
They already have that.
That one's further away because of the nuance of driving on the roads, all the lefts and right turns. But the highways they already got conquered. They got that down pat.
Well, needless to say, man, I've seen an Amazon facility. I've seen the robots. I've seen how they move. I've been in there. Okay. I've seen exactly how they are producing. And the people that are in there, man, they're there just to check a box. I'm serious. They're only there. They say they're giving these jobs to the community, but the community, it's soon before they say, hey, let's let the robots take this thing over. But
Kyle, to that point, they got that with the McDonald's. I think it's McDonald's. They got it. It's literally machine flipping the burgers and dipping. We're gonna put it on the screen. It's crazy. The employees are over there looking at the machines that are taking their job. They're in awe. They're like, oh, this is cool. No, bro, those things are about to take your job. They're putting the fries in the thing and the oil and then flipping and then putting salt and then putting it in the cart. I'm like,
it's all about output, man. It's all about output.
But with that being said, man, you've got the I guess the industry in itself, the economy in itself is taking a tank right now. You're seeing it in the prices, man. Everything's going crazy. But then you got some people with their tricks up their sleeve. You know, Uncle Brian Armstrong, could he possibly be one? You know how he's changing. So let me bring this next topic up like this, right? Coinbase is changing their listing policy for new tokens after there been allegations raised against them for front running. For those of you that don't know what front running is, it's actually illegal to do, especially in like the traditional financial system. What happens is they're made wind of something. They buy as much as they can before the news breaks. People start buying, and then they put then that's when they execute, informing everybody. I mean, is that the best way to put it? I mean,
it's basically like this. Coinbase is exchange, and they get a coin, and everybody knows that once a Coinbase coin is listed, it pumps. Coinbase is getting a reserve of that coin and then putting an article out saying, hey, we just got this coin, we're about to list it, and everybody starts buying it. So now Coinbase is profiting off of that.
So it's pretty tricky. And, here where this is taking place, I mean, it happens at a granular scale too, with just your day traders and whatnot that are day trading for a very short period of time. If they know some news is about to break, they can make millions of dollars just off of very little if they are trading with that type of intention.
If they got a friend inside of Coinbase that says, hey, we about to list this coin, go ahead and buy some.
And you bring up a great point, man. I mean, think about it as, Coinbase is one of the largest exchanges. I mean, top 3 for sure, next to Binance. And what's another one?
FTX.
FTX is the third one, I think. Coinbase is right there up there, worth quite a lot of money. And there's a lot of political hands involved with Coinbase and how they got to be number one, right? I mean, it's got to kind of be weary about that when you see articles about Coinbase even being alleged, of front running and having to now change their listing policy just because of the amount of allegations they've gotten. I mean, you kind of read through these articles that we'll publish at the bottom of the of this thread here, man, and you'll see. I mean, they've got many ways to take advantage of the consumer, which is us, right? The little people, and it's happening on a consistent basis.
But man, Cap, like the crazy thing is, man, it's not even like Coinbase. They just kind of are the ones that got exposed. I don't even know if they know if the whale that bought the tokens was from Coinbase. But the concerning thing is, it's not just, this is what I would say probably your top, this problem can happen with really your top 5 or 6 exchanges, man. Like, any of these guys are capable of doing this. And so it's like, the stock market has some things in place. It's still kind of hard to stop, but the stock market does have things in place, and people have actually went to jail for it. But with crypto, man, and again, we touched on regulation and stuff. I don't know what you do to it. If you regulate it too much, it takes away from the purpose of blockchains, technology, and how it operates. But you got to do something because ethically, man, it's a bad look for crypto, man. I don't know what the answer is either, man.
And truth be told, I mean, this is happening on a regular basis in the traditional financial markets.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
I mean, this isn't anything that's just separated and isolated just to crypto. I mean, it's just so happened that it's being exposed a little bit,
I've been had a conspiracy theory about these exchanges, which is why we should be using DEXs. If we want to avoid all this, people have to get knowledge and start to use these DEXs that are widely available inside of crypto. We can't keep on using centralized exchanges and then complaining about them doing centralized things, right? So when we were leverage trading, Cap, we thought we knew up and down. We was like, yo, I swear they are selling information to people about how many people are buying what inside their exchange. Because some reason they will always get it right at $1 or $2 right underneath your liquidation point. And then it'll skyrocket back up.
Yeah,
it was always. So we was like, wait, I swear they're giving out this information. They should not know exactly where my liquidation point is.
Yeah, they're playing tricks like that.
The whales are always smarter than you, man. Trust me, man. It's a dangerous game, man. I mean, and that goes to, I don't know, like I said, what do you do, man? Do you regulate? I mean, the one good thing is this. The information is publicly available. You can get on the blockchain and see these purchases and kind of call them out. But how do you solve the problem, man? I don't know.
Well, I got a little bit of a solution right here. All right, just a tad bit of a solution. Man. All right. You got front running as one of the bigger issues in all of crypto. This isn't just limited to the exchanges. DeFi is all about front running. I mean, you think about how mining takes place and how, especially with Ethereum, if you're dealing with Ethereum and you make any type of exchange or swap using that asset, there's front running involved. The mining fee can go up or down based on how much more you contribute to the actual transaction. So there's front running that's happening all throughout it. But tell us, ladies and gentlemen, this blockchain is essentially, it's inevitable that you cannot do any front running or miner extracted value that whatsoever with any type of transaction. Zero. Telos is the answer, my friend. I know Moose over there looking like he just got hit by a bus. I'm telling you, look it up.
Shameless plug.
Telos is the one. I'm just throwing that out there, not to pump the bag or anything as if it's going to pump the bag. I'm just saying. But
you said
there's a solution to that problem, man.
The solution altogether is literally going to the decentralized exchanges. The whole purpose of crypto.
I agree,
That's the solution.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I guess the thing to get everybody, that's the thing though, man. There's no responsible party to get everybody onboarded with decentralized, with the DEXs, man, because I'm not going to lie. I consider myself on a scale of a 10 with technology. I'm at like a 6.5, 7, man. Depending on how much time I have, that number can go up. And a lot of these DEXs, man, they are not user friendly, and I couldn't imagine.
Simple. They are simple.
No, I think that's what subjective? Is that the word I want to use?
I get it. If you have any knowledge of technology, it's simple. If you're like trying to explain it to your grandma that was going to be on Gate.io like last time, she might have a hard time.
But not even grandma, man. Like a 50-year-old uncle, man. They could live another 30 years. They need to be part of this, man.
They got to learn. That's the point. We got to learn. We can't keep on complaining about exchanges and not be willing to learn how to use the whole point of crypto is to learn how to use the space.
Truth be told, though, Coinbase has a very swift way to invest in tokens. I mean, you don't really need much of a tutorial other than click here, buy here, and you're incentivized to learn about the protocols when you're getting paid in the protocols just to learn about them. So I mean, they do a really good job with trying to keep you informed.
Well, but they keep you informed. But to Ant's point, though, when it still does no good if you have to use their platform to trade versus you buying it off of a decentralized exchange. Because as long as you're relying on Coinbase to buy your tokens, man, Coinbase is going to list projects and delist stuff. And you don't know. That means that there's a person that has to interact at Coinbase. There's an employee that's going to have that knowledge. Now, whether they ethically do the right thing or not, that's where the problem comes in. But there's that human intervention. And I guess that's the thing, man. Like, you have to have tokens listed new. But I think when you list them, I don't know, if a new token comes out on the DEX, I guess you're subject to a rug pull because it's up to the project producer at that point.
Right. That's what I'm saying. There's a give and take in both. You could get rug pulled by going to DEXs, or you could go ahead and get front running by going to exchanges.
I'd rather have the front run. Sad enough, if I had to pick my poison.
You saw what Cardano did when it was on Coinbase? That thing went like crazy up, and then it just crashed. Whoever bought it when they were like, "Oh, it's on Coinbase."
Yeah, but check this out, though, Moon. It stabilized, and then you steady saw gains. Rug pulls, man. Once you get pulled. Yeah, bro. Once you get pulled on a rug pull, that goes back to what we're saying about crypto. You need to do your own research. You could tell a rug pull coming. That company is shady, man. They are shady. What was the one? What was the one a couple months ago, man? What was the rug pull, man? It was called like it was like Elon. Oh man,
Doge Elon. Oh wait, no, that's still going right now.
Well, there was a couple of these rug pulls, man. I mean, especially this season when
it had a funny name to it, man. Yeah, man, it had a funny name to it.
Elon.
I don't know, man. Dang, man. I'll have to look it up. It was something with Elon, man.
But how about
No. It was Squid Game. It was Squid Game, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I mean, but those are meme coins. That's my point, though. Don't invest in meme coins.
But Squid Game was the hottest.
It's a meme coin.
But
so is
Doge. But look at it.
Doge is not a meme coin no more because of Elon.
No more. So you had to take a chance and hang on.
But that's the only one out of all of them.
No, the other one was a meme coin too, man. What's the other dog? Shiba.
Shiba was never a meme coin. See that's the misconception. Shiba had Shiba. Look it up.
Come on.
No. Look it up. Shiba has and still has.
Make sure to put some type of crazy graphic.
Oh, okay. All right. Comments. I'm telling you, they're gonna say I was right. Shiba has always had utility.
I would beg to differ, man. I would say that if anything has some utility right now, it would probably be Shiba or excuse me, Doge, because of what Elon's pumping up for Doge in the Twitter space, man. I would have to suggest.
Doge. All right, how about a positive note, man? About the NFTs, man, Animoca.
Man, that's going crazy. You've had to live under a rock to not see the price action from ApeCoin. Yeah, bro. ApeCoin has been moving, has gone up 100% in the past 5-10 days. I mean, right when this token, first and foremost, this was an airdrop to just people that held ApeCoin, or excuse me, held a Bored Ape. And these people have their intentions are serious, man. They're trying to have a spot in the metaverse. They've got NFTs, they've got gaming, they've got movies. I mean,
what about Coinbase making? You said Coinbase is making the animations or for Bored Ape?
Yeah, man. Coinbase is producing the animated videos, animated shorts for for Animoca Brands and this whole digital
That-
space. So, which is, I mean,
That's so crazy. That's just crazy. Why? I can't believe that's happening.
you were able to mint a Bored Ape less than 2 years ago for 0.8 ETH, for 0.8 of an ETH. That's less than $1,000, bro. For a couple $100, you're able to mint one of these Bored Apes that are now, one of them just sold for 1.2 million. I mean, yes, it's extremely lucrative in this space, but look at how much of the market is saturated with it. It's 0.001% of them make those type of gains. How can you spot those? You know, where's the money coming from?
You gotta remember though, the NFT space is so new that it seems like it's just that. But as the space continues to grow, whoever's holding one of these OG NFTs, they're gonna have similar outcomes, right? As the space continues to evolve. So everything is so early on, man. So it's just so happening that whoever had a Bored Ape is more power to you. You seem like the way they're going, the way Animoca Brands is going, you might be set for life. Because then they buy a whole bunch of animation studios or buy a bunch of
gaming studios, man. Yeah.
Oh, they bought a bunch of gaming studios. They're just acquiring gaming studios. So this might just become a household name like The Simpsons, right?
For sure, bro. They're talking about being able to lease your Bored Ape that you have to a movie or film production company, ones that they're making currently within Coinbase right now that they're trying to produce. You could lease yours out just for it to make a cameo appearance, and they'll give you royalties on this. I mean, it's changing entertainment as it stands. You know, this is changing just about everything about people getting paid. I mean, you're not even getting paid for a thing. You're getting paid for a monkey, bro.
A cartoon monkey.
A cartoon monkey, man.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, if you're not hip to it, man, it's really something you got to get down and look into, man. Just read up on it.
We just saw that they got Unreal. They're working with Unreal Engine to make their own realistic looking metaverse. On top of that,
which, as we talked about last time, Unreal Engine, man. Well, I mean, that is the gaming of the future. I mean, Unreal Engine is going to have by like 2030 something ridiculous like.
Oh man, just wait till the next. What are we're on? What, PS5 and what's the Xbox?
Look, man, I think it's all gonna be VR. I just saw a commercial for Oculus. I can't remember what it's called, the Quest or something like that. But it was like you could meet with like 4 friends and all y'all on the Oculus Quest, and then y'all are all like holding rifles and like shooting zombies and stuff. And it looks like you're like in the game, but you're meeting up with your friends online. I didn't know I didn't see that. I never seen them have it like where you just meet up with your friends and you could shoot everything. I know it was you were by yourself.
Nah, man, it's changing, man.
Curveball, man. What do you think of Meta, man? If they're in this for the long haul, you think they got first mover advantage, or do you think Meta's just trying to keep up with?
They don't have first mover. Roblox got first mover.
All right, first. I guess conglomerate advantage.
No, I think from a branding perspective, they may have first mover advantage, but I think you're going to see them merge with somebody, or I don't know, man. I mean, it'd be wild, like if one day Mark Zuckerberg wakes up and says, "Hey, tomorrow you got to have this virtual headset to log into your Facebook account," and people go bomb. It'd be wild, man. And he could switch like that.
Wait. They have Quest. That's owned by Mark Zuckerberg.
What's
the
that?
Oculus?
No,
I remember Oculus was bought by somebody.
No, but he has the money.
Yes,
to
he
buy.
does. What are you talking about, man? Meta is Oculus, man.
Okay, that's what I thought. Oculus.
Oh, is it? Okay, I didn't know that.
Hey man, my boys were being under a rock, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Listen, yes, Meta is, and that's the big ordeal with the VR and the metaverse.
Oculus is going to be here. Oculus is going to be here for a long time.
It's going to be here, but what I'm saying is they don't call it that's like granted, it's the Meta Oculus. That's what it's called. It's not the Facebook Oculus. Facebook owns Oculus. It's
so
the Meta
what's the
Oculus.
Quest? So what's the Quest?
It's an Oculus. It's another variation of the Oculus, which is
owned
by Meta.
They need to name it Meta. Then they need to name that thing the Meta headset. So it just everybody would know, oh, it's all one thing. Because there's gonna be people like, oh, Oculus.
Well, they want the confusion because they don't want people to know that they're associated with
I
Facebook.
feel that because some people hate Facebook.
That's my exactly. They're trying to rebrand it by just throwing Meta on it and then saying, "Hey, yo, get on this Oculus. This is what it's all about. You know, this is the metaverse." So
all I can say is if they said Oculus and Facebook sync, and I needed it to log in tomorrow, I'm going to get a headset, man. No cap.
yeah, I would say, man, I think that Mark and them are just the space has been booming and bustling, and he's the first big one to put his name on it. So I would say, man, I think he's first to get their ear, but I don't think that this is going to be, you know, the type of first mover advantage we all would think that they would have, you know.
Yeah, like most, I mean, it just depends, man. Like, it just depends, man. It depends what he's trying to do. I mean, all this virtual. I mean, man, you know, when I go to military, dude, they've got virtual training. They've had it for years too. I mean, you put your headset on and you're in these 3D landscapes, man. So like, and I don't know who owns those different proprietary software packages and stuff, but all I can say is, all these companies have the money to do it. It may be a wild card. It could be Amazon. I mean, Microsoft already has it. I mean, man, there's no telling who's going to flip the switch first and go hard in the paint. But
you just hit the nail on. You just hit the nail on the head with what you just said, man. Is like we don't know if the blockchain that's going to be the future is here for good, and then we've already seen it, or if it's yet to even be developed, you know, or what. You just don't know. You don't know. But I can tell you that it's not going to be one blockchain or one crypto or one space. It's not going to just be the monopoly out here. It's going to be many different competitors. But pick your project, do your own research, man, and really think of what you want to put your money in, and be ready to, you know, put it away for some time. You know,
I say it's going to be like this though, man. It's basically going to be Amazon. It's always two major players in every market if you look at it, and then you have other companies that are still around and people just have them there. But you're going to have Amazon and eBay, right? You're going to have Burger King and McDonald's. What is going to be those two for the blockchain? You know, that's going to be the thing, because we can't count Bitcoin. Bitcoin is just, you know, it's a store of value.
Well, then the ETH is McDonald's, man. You want better quality, go to Cardano. You want no.
Well, see, that's what the argument would be. Is it going to be ETH and Cardano? Is it going to be ETH and Solana? Is it going to be ETH and Avalanche?
It's just gonna be like the restaurant game, man. I think it's gonna be, you know,
who's got the hodgepodge. Right. Yeah.
The world's got to adapt to it, and they're not gonna be able to just look at, hey man, what's it called? Just had another crash, Solana. Another crash. Y'all hear about that?
Oh yeah, bad.
No, I did it.
Yeah,
what?
Yeah,
again?
Major outage.
A major outage, man. Major outage, which makes you really think, man. I mean,
I'm telling you, man, they just threw that thing together, man. At this point in time, I haven't heard any other chain that has crashed that many times.
No, they're crashing, but they're not crashing like Solana. Not Solana's been stress tested the most too, you know. So you got
they got the NFT marketplace going crazy. Yeah, they have.
But yeah, y'all, you know, something to think about. Do your own research before you get into it. But we just want y'all to know, smash that subscribe button. Listen in next week for the next episode. Episode 7 next week, what we're going to bring to you. Hopefully y'all can go ahead and take advantage of it. But until then, Captain's out. Moon, Moose.
All right. Yeah, peace. Man. Share it with your friends, guys.
Absolutely.
You stole my heart of gold after my silver soul. Can you dig